South America and in Australia. And you can look at the website for the flu trackers and see what kind of numbers are showing up. And we have a daily plot of the deaths. And, the daily plot is a little bit uneven because, like I say, the states and the governments aren't really reporting daily. They're reporting weekly, so sometimes you get some spikes. But the biggest number of deaths in a day was yesterday. And if you look at the map, it's over 80. So over 80 people either died or reported as died on yesterday, and that's the highest that it's been so far. We're going to change the map over the graph a little bit. Right now it's daily, and it doesn't look as dramatic as it is because the numbers have been high for about a month now. We only show a month. But when we switch it over to weekly, you'll be able to see that there were very few deaths back in May and June. And then it started to go up in July, and now it's higher than ever. So
how many deaths in the United States again?
I've got it in front of me for the world. The fatalities worldwide are 1727 right now. The United States, I think we've got around 350. So there's 350 that have been either confirmed by lab tests. Well, they've all been confirmed by lab tests. But
less than 2,000 worldwide. I mean, if they're in their peak season down in the other hemisphere and regular flu kills 30-plus thousand a year in the U.S. alone, this sounds like an incredibly weak flu.
No, it's an evolving flu. It just jumped, okay?
But don't flus, I mean, according to other doctors, but you're an expert, so I mean, I'm not disagreeing, I'm just asking. A lot of other virologists and doctors we've talked to say that flus tend to mutate into something less lethal on average.
They're mostly talking about seasonal flu. And I mean, this virus is already fairly efficiently transmitted. So it is jump species from swine to human.
And it's an airborne transmission.
Yes. I mean, that's why there are all these outbreaks at schools and in summer camps now. It's easily transmitted. And the virus, because is now adapting to humans. So it's been in swine. It just got into humans, a few months ago. And as it gets into humans, it can interact with human flu. And human flu is more efficient at transmitting and growing, and so this virus can...
So you're saying it can mutate with the regular flu?
Right. It can mutate with the regular flu and adapt to humans.
Let me ask you this. You saw the story about Baxter and the European countries mixing it in. And then I want you to comment on that. But then we've also seen reports, and we've had doctors on and read the reports, that they're saying the testing of the vaccine, the headline was live attenuated. I don't, maybe explain that.
Yeah.
But the issue is some are saying it could mutate easily in the body and incubate something new or merge with other seasonal flus.
Right. Well, here's a couple different issues because they're kind of taking bits and pieces and not really putting them together very well. As far as Baxter is concerned, Baxter was an error in the lab. It was not a vaccine that was being certified to go into humans. It was actually a vector. So Baxter.
Yeah, but why was it mislabeled? This super powerful bird flu is then mixed in.
Right. It was the contaminant. That's why I say that's what the accident is. It was supposed to be a vector for H3N2 seasonal flu. So it was supposed to be. It was sold to a company in Europe that then distributed to it.
And then they accidentally lied to homeless people and injected them, and they died. A lot of accidents happening here. Well, that was another company with the dead homeless with the bird flu.
That was a trial, and I don't know the details about that one as much as I know about Baxter. Baxter was an experimental vector that got contaminated at Baxter. I mean, Baxter does make a pandemic H5N1 vaccine, and I would say somewhere along the lines at the plant, it happened. It wasn't supposed to be there. That nobody knew it was there until they actually injected the ferrets. The ferrets died, and essentially they basically made correction, so that's not going to happen again. But it wasn't in the vaccine that was being prepared for humans. This was an experimental lab version, which isn't going to have as many controls as the version that actually goes into people. And it got contaminated, and they found out when it went into the ferrets. As far as the vaccines themselves are concerned, vaccines have already shipped. The vaccine for the pandemic that is already shipped by several companies is really the same as the seasonal flu. It is not a live vaccine. It's not an attenuated vaccine. It's a killed vaccine. So this virus is killed. There's nothing alive in the vaccine, and it's just like the trivalent seasonal flu
and it can't create any mutations. I wonder why I have news articles then. Are they mistaken, Doctor, where they say that it's live?
There's several different versions. I'm talking about the vaccine that shipped. So,
have they already made that 195 million doses? Because I see that headline, U.S. government orders 195 million dosages 2 weeks ago. Are you saying they've already shipped that?
No, I'm saying they've shipped part of that.
But how does it protect us, Doctor, if you're saying it's going to mutate?
Well, it depends. It really comes down on how fast the virus mutates and how similar the virus is in the fall or in the winter relative to the virus that was used in the vaccine. The vaccine that is shipping is called California 7. It was isolated in one of the first ones in California. We on a break?
Yes, sir, we are. Well, this is getting interesting. We really appreciate you being on with us. The website is up on prisonplanet.tv screen. We'll put it up there for you. Just Google Flu Tracker, and you'll find it. It's a huge site. Dr. Henry L. Niman is our guest, and he's an expert on all this, and he says it's a real threat.